Hello Libra. I warmly welcome you to SHARO'N's Tarot. I'm really happy to have you here sharing this moment with me. Thank you for your energy, your trust, and for being part of this space. Remember that you are the one who creates your path. You have the power to build the future you desire. Take only what resonates with you in this reading, and simply let the rest flow without forcing it. This is a general reading, so you can watch it whenever you feel guided to. If you wish, you can also complement it with your rising sign or your moon sign for a more complete guidance. Now we are going to connect with the energy of the moment and receive the messages that your guides, your intuition, or your ancestors want to share with you, according to what you are going through, thinking, or feeling right now. You have the Chariot as your first card, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Coins. You also have the Hierophant here, and I'm going to draw one more card to see what this Hierophant is referring to. You get the Four of Wands. Libra, look, quickly and in a very effective way. I feel that you are leaving behind a pain and inconvenience, or something you simply no longer want in your life. The Chariot already marks success from the beginning. This card simply shows me that you want to turn the page, that you are interested in living new experiences, and also that the universe is going to place new situations in your path, new scenarios that will truly excite you more. The Chariot shows me that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do within the time frame you have planned. If you focus on it, don't stop. It is a card that tells you, don't get discouraged, don't question yourself too much, just keep moving forward with what you know is right to explore at this moment. It is a card of momentum. That is why, in a way, it is also a card of luck, because it shows that you can achieve almost immediate success in many of the things you already have planned for the near future. The Chariot also shows me that you have gone out, that you have shifted your mind toward other things, and that has been very positive. If on the contrary, you have spent a long time staying inside your home or in an environment that has felt too heavy for you, I see that what is coming now is movement and going out, and you are also seeking it yourself. Libra is a sign that also enjoys life. Of course, everyone likes this, but in your case it is like you truly enjoy it when you are in different places and environments. Not everyone knows how to take advantage of opportunities for happiness. And I see that something beautiful about your sign is that you connect deeply with enjoying life. When things are in a joyful state, you really know how to make the most of it. That is what I mean. So you like to be happy, and I see that you are going to be happy in the near future. You are turning the page on some challenge you are currently facing. You are also going through something voluntarily in order to feel better. And that is very valuable on your part. I feel that everything you are organizing or doing right now by your own decision, because it comes from within you, because you feel that if you face that difficulty you will be better off. If this resonates with you, then you will do very well in all these self-imposed challenges, or in those situations you see as necessary in order to grow or progress. The Knight of Pentacles shows me financial success, paid activities, and things are going to be quite stable for you. I am sure you will find support or at least ease in things. I also see money coming in, meaning the cards are indicating that an offer is going to present itself to you, or that you will soon come across something valuable that will help you generate more financial resources. If you are already working in a paid activity, I see success in that work, and of course I also see a lot of stability, focus, and development. In general, I see you doing well financially. Your cards are quite stable, so I do not see a lack of resources for you to move around or do the other things you want. It is very possible that you may have to take a work-related trip, Libra. And if right now you are not finding work in your local area, where you live, the cards do indicate the possibility of going somewhere else for work, at least for a period of time. Especially if this is something you have already asked for, manifested, or felt resonates with you. Or if you are already in a situation like that, if you are saying, that is exactly my situation, I cannot find work where I am living right now, then I see doors opening for you to go somewhere else to work, at least temporarily. I do see success in another place with some kind of work activity like this, but it does come through a contract or through someone who is quite trustworthy for you, because the Hierophant does not show anything risky or unstable coming into your life. As I was telling you, you have the Hierophant and also the Four of Wands, which shows me that someone you care about very much is going to accompany you through this journey or transition. If this does not resonate with you, but you are still looking for work opportunities in another place, it is still very possible that this starts to unfold later on. Even if you have only thought about it, this idea may begin to move forward if it is truly aligned with your path. Even if it involves lifestyle changes, moving somewhere else, adapting to a new culture, or distancing yourself from other people. So think about it carefully. However, if this desire is in your heart and you want to go through that kind of experience, I am sure doors will open for you. And if you are currently far from your family, from your home, or from what you consider your place of belonging, I see that you will return and reunite with your family, your traditions, and your loved ones. That is why the Hierophant appears. It is like reconnecting with your roots, with what you identify with. Beyond that, Libra, if none of this resonates with you, the cards show that in the immediate future you will have things quite in order. Nothing will get out of control. Not because there are no attempts at disruption, but because you are spiritually protected and guided. The Hierophant shows me a higher, spiritual energy, something greater than what we can understand, that is protecting you and guiding your path so that things remain calm. What is working will continue working. What is stable will remain stable. I see a lot of stability in your future, not because there are no risks. There are always risks, but because there is a protective influence ensuring your well-being. I also see administrative matters in a public building. The Hierophant indicates that you are going to go to an institution, possibly a government office or an official organization, where you will need to handle some formal procedure. From there, you will leave with answers, documents, or information that will lead you to conclusions that ultimately turn out positive. The Four of Wands appears again here as a celebration card. I see that you are going to feel good with someone you love or someone important to you. If you have a partner, it is that person. If you are single, it could be someone close who is supporting you in this process. And additionally, the Hierophant together with the Four of Wands is a combination that can point to marriage or a serious commitment. I do not know what stage your relationship is in, but what I do see is that right now that person has very serious intentions toward you. Regardless of beliefs or formal plans, that person does not seem willing to move away from your life. In their mind, you represent their future. So he or she is not going to leave from there. Yes, I see that he or she maintains a serious commitment with you. And if you are married, or if you say, I'm already married, I'm already in a formal relationship with someone, this person still does not want to move away from you. Whether it is he or she, I don't have full clarity about what is happening between you two, but it is as if you need to keep this in mind. This person's real intention is not to leave you. That is something you need to be clear about. Then if at this moment you are in a relationship or you are getting to know someone, and that person truly shows that they love you, if you say, yes, I know they love me, I realize they truly care about me, and they also did something brave, something meaningful that you did not expect from them. In that case, this person can evolve into something more. In other words, they stop being someone you are just dating or getting to know, and the relationship becomes something more formal, just as things are shaping up. I see this in a very positive way. In fact, if you want a relationship in your life, this is how it can remain for quite a long time. The cards also show me that this is coming into your life, especially if you truly desire it. If you say, I want a stable relationship, I want something serious in my life, then a person arrives who understands you, who accompanies you, and with whom you can truly be happy. This relationship brings you peace. This person gives you calm, security, and that is something very valuable. Libra, beyond this, I see celebration. It is very possible that you will be taking part in an important celebration. The Hierophant card also indicates local festivals, town events, or celebrations you might be invited to. It could even be a celebration related to a commitment or something similar. There is a celebration approaching, and it looks positive. At the bottom of the deck you have the Six of Cups on your side. Look at what is supporting you. First of all, you did things well in previous days. There is something you handled correctly, something you decided to change, something that, even if you do not fully realize it, you did in the right way. And that past action is what is now supporting your present. Your present is a direct consequence of what you did before. There is something good you did, and that is sustaining this beautiful phase you are living now. I also see one of your siblings becoming key in your future. If you have siblings and plan to do something with one of them, that person will support you or fully commit to helping you. If you do not have siblings, this can also refer to another close relative or even a close friend who plays that role. I do not see bad intentions around you. On the contrary, your family cares about you a lot, especially those who have known you since childhood. The Six of Cups speaks of sweet, calm, tender memories and emotional bonds. Your reading has a very emotional, heart-centered energy. You have the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups. There is affection, gatherings, well-being with the people around you. You are going to have a good time with the people you meet. I do not see major conflicts, ideological clashes, arguments, or situations falling into chaos. Even this is a confirmation. If you thought something might become complicated or fall apart, the cards say take precautions as always, but overall what is shown is that things can end in something beautiful. Let's look at more cards for Libra. The Two of Swords appears. This speaks of a pending decision. There is something still not defined. A dilemma where you do not know which path to take. There are two important options at the same time. This will be resolved for you. In fact, your reading is quite favorable. There is something that feels difficult because you have two paths, two alternatives, or two responsibilities at the same time. You are not sure which one to choose or how to solve it yet. But this is not going to explode in the immediate future. Instead, it will allow you to organize your thoughts, understand how you feel, and choose what gives you more confidence. The key here is not to overthink comparisons, but to connect with what truly brings you peace. If both options are good, choose the one that projects you better into the future. If neither feels right, things will still naturally settle. I also see the closure of this uncertainty with a very good card, the World. This situation ends well. There is achievement, success, recognition, and stability. There may also be financial improvement, because cards like the Six of Pentacles and the Empress also appear, which point to money and stability. What matters here is that you need a broader perspective. Do not focus only on details. You are a very detail-oriented sign, but here a general, wide, practical decision is more useful. If someone had blocked you or there was a conflict with a person, that gets resolved. There is agreement, closure, and clarity. You do not remain stuck in that situation. Let's look a bit more into the other side. The Four of Pentacles appears. This is a person who remains firm, not moving much. I do not see them being aggressive toward you or creating strong conflict. It is more someone who stays in their position, but without causing major issues. With the Ten of Pentacles, this energy leans towards something positive. There is stability, family resources, and support. It becomes a situation that gives more than it takes. There is also money, stability, and well-being here. It is a very stable reading in that sense. A calmer life, more comfortable, with enough resources. If you are going through something good, enjoy it. Not everything has to be constant tension or worry. I also see an important family matter. The Ten of Pentacles speaks of family, legacy, and structure. If there was confusion there, it does not fall only on you. Other family members also participate in solving it. Let's see more. Something related to food, routine, or daily work appears. It could be something simple like eating, cooking, or everyday activities. Even if you work with food or something related, this improves or flows more easily. If that is not your case, it is still something every day that becomes easier than you expected. I also see someone who thinks of you in a special way. The Nine of Pentacles shows you are admired. There is a person connected to the King of Wands who feels attraction or interest toward you. This is someone with active, determined energy, someone who takes initiative and gets things done. They are not passive. They act, they move forward, and when they want something, they go after it. If this matches your current partner, then it is someone who supports you, helps you, and actively solves things with you. If not, it is someone approaching you or already interested in you. Overall, what is shown is support, stability, positive movement, and people who, although they may have strong personalities or different ways of thinking, end up contributing more to your life than creating conflict. I see this person processing the impact of what happened. They have the Three of Swords, meaning there is clear emotional pain here, like when a situation becomes heavier than expected. This is someone who is sad, trying to accept that you have already turned the page. If recently you decided to start a relationship with someone, or you are even open to meeting someone new, for this person it has been very difficult to accept that reality. This Three of Swords is intense. It is like when someone does not want to accept what is happening, like when they say, "I don't want to know that, don't tell me that." So this person has been sad, even crying. This is something you might not be seeing directly. I also checked with the cards because I wanted to understand what was happening on the other side. If this is happening to you, if you say, "No, this is happening to me, I want to be with someone but that person doesn't want anything to do with me," then something happened between you two. And I won't go into details because if it resonates, you already know exactly what happened. But the cards show that for the other person it has not been easy either. I am looking at the situation from the other side, and this Three of Swords indicates that it has not been easy for him or her to ignore you, move on, or try to meet someone else. In fact, if this fits your story, this person might even be trying to meet other people, speaking honestly. And if this is your story, you already know what is going on. It is not something hidden. Still, it has not been easy for this person. It is not something simple or emotionally light. If you say this has never happened to me, then I'll put it differently. There is someone you are avoiding or someone you have distanced yourself from, someone you are not giving much attention to or you have reduced communication with. And that person is currently going through internal situations that are not easy. This is what you are not seeing directly. Look, the Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands show someone under a lot of stress. They have many responsibilities and very little time to handle everything. Even in their work environment or where they are, there is tension, conflict, and a heavy atmosphere. It is not an extreme or dramatic situation, but it is someone who is not having an easy time. The Seven of Cups indicates that this person is looking for options. They are trying to find another job, another place to live, an escape or a solution. They are exploring possibilities, as if they want to get out of where they are, but they are doing it in a relatively calm way. The Four of Pentacles shows that even though there is pressure, this person is holding themselves together quite well. They are dealing with it with control and some emotional restraint. They know it is urgent, but they are not collapsing. And here appears the Emperor, which indicates that deep down this person feels they have the most difficult part under control, or at least that they can manage the situation. This is what is happening in the life of someone you are not currently communicating with. It could be a family member, a friend, or someone with whom there was distance or emotional detachment. If there was separation or distancing, it is possible that communication may return, but only if you also decide so, if you consider it useful or necessary in your life right now. The Knight of Swords shows that there may be messages or contact, although likely for a specific reason, something punctual or even formal. The King of Cups indicates that there are indeed feelings of affection. If it is a friendship or family connection, there is real emotional care behind the distance. Even though in this deck the kings are depicted as women, the energy can be masculine or feminine. What matters is the essence of the King of Cups, contained but real emotions. Behind the distance, the silence, or the colder communication, what truly exists is the desire for things to return to how they were before that rupture happened. I do see that eventually you could speak to this person again, if you choose to. If you say, "I will never contact them again," then that is your decision and it is respected. But what the cards are showing here is this person's emotional intention. Libra, your reading is beautiful in the sense that you are moving forward, leaving complications behind. It is important that you reconnect with your hobbies, with what you enjoy, with what relaxes you. Connecting with the enjoyment of life helps you see that many of these situations are temporary and do not need to take up your energy in your free time. Everything has its place and it's time to be resolved. I see repeating signs such as Cancer, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra. These can help you identify important people in your environment, whether by sun sign or rising sign. Thank you, Libra, for sharing this reading with me here at SHARO'N's Tarot. I hope these messages brought you clarity, guidance, or simply a little light to your path. Remember to keep only what resonates with you and release the rest with love. Trust your intuition, because it is always guiding you to where you need to be. If you enjoyed this reading, you can subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell to keep receiving more messages from the universe. I send you lots of beautiful energy, protection, and abundance. See you in the next video. And remember, nothing is a coincidence. Everything arrives at the perfect time.